Hi children, good morning to everyone. Today topic is the changes in the environment and the changes made by us. As you know that the changes which occur in the environment, it affects all the living organisms, as well as the changes or the activities of human beings also affects the environment too. And now today we are going to talk about two environmental problems because of the human activities. One is ozone depletion, second one is waste disposal. And come to the first topic, ozone depletion. Before going to talk about ozone depletion, we should talk about what is ozone. And come to the ozone. Ozone is nothing but a triatomic molecule of oxygen. Ozone is nothing but a triatomic molecule of oxygen. O3 is the formula. Come to the ozone. Ozone is the gas present in the higher layers of the atmosphere. If you observe the atmosphere once here, so the atmosphere is having a number of layers. As you know that the first layer is about troposphere, the next one is stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere, and last one is exosphere. But come to the ozone. Ozone is present in the stratosphere layer of atmosphere. As you know that oxygen is a diatomic molecule, O2, which is very important to all the aerobic forms for generation of energy. But here ozone is a triatomic molecule is formed by oxygen. This oxygen is good for all the living organisms, but the form of oxygen is ozone is very poisonous gas in troposphere. So we are all fortunate because that ozone is not stable in the troposphere, but whenever it is in the stratosphere play an important role in protecting the entire earth surface from the dangerous ultraviolet radiations. If you come to the how ozone is formed, if you take that topic here, now there is a natural or solar formation of ozone. That means ozone is formed naturally in the stratosphere layer, and if you take this oxygen, diatomic oxygen O2, in the presence of UV rays at 200 nanometers wavelength, so that oxygen is split into two oxygen atoms or two oxygen or nascent oxygen molecules, and these two oxygen radicals or nascent oxygen molecules or oxygen atoms again react with the diatomic molecule, nothing but O2 react with the oxygen atom, they form ozone, O3. This is a natural formation of oxygen or solar formation. But in the same way, that ozone which is formed in the stratosphere again split into free oxygen and diatomic molecule of oxygen again by UV rays at 200 to 400 nanometers wavelength. This is how naturally ozone is formed and depleted. This is continuously going on in the stratosphere, therefore the amount of ozone is stable. But because of our activities, because of human technology, so we are all releasing in lot of chemicals into the atmosphere. One of that chemicals which enter into the atmosphere, they causes ozone depletion. Ozone depletion is nothing but decreasing of ozone layer, decreasing of ozone layer or thinning of ozone layer. So this ozone layer is decreasing because of the substances called as ODS. What are that? ODS. ODS means what? Ozone depleting substances. What are that? Ozone depleting substances are ODS. These ozone depleting substances are nothing but what? The first one is chlorofluorocarbons. First one is what? Chlorofluorocarbons, and second one is hydrogen chlorofluorocarbons, and third one is chloride and bromide compounds from these four areas. What are that? The ozone depleting substances from refrigerators, air conditioners, aerosols, halons. Ozone depleting substances nothing but what? CFCs, chlorofluorocarbons, hydrogen fluorocarbons and halogens. These are all formed from what? Refrigerators, ACs, aerosols and even from fire extinguishers. If you see these chlorofluorocarbons are depleting ozone layer, that means they decreases the ozone layer. But if you take during the year of 1980, so that the amount of ozone layer is sharply declined in atmosphere due to these chlorofluorocarbons. By the interest of UNEP, United Nations Environmental Program, in the year of 1987, which is announced a monotrial protocol. What is this? Monotrial protocol. Protocol is an international trinity to freeze the ozone layer, to freeze the ozone level in atmosphere to the 1986 levels. But this is announced in the 1987 16th September, but it is come to act on 1st January 1989, which is announced in 1987. That is what you called as a monotrial protocol to freeze the ozone level to 1986 levels. But it is come to force in the year of 1989, 1st January. In the year 1987, that monotrial protocol announced on 16th September 1987. The 16th September of 1987 declared the monotrial protocol. Therefore, 16th September is celebrated as World Ozone Day. Now, come to the how ozone layer is depleting. What are the factors responsible for the ozone depletion? As I said before, so chlorofluorocarbons and hydrogen fluorocarbons are more important factors which decrease the ozone layer. That's been termed as what? Ozone depleting substances, ODS. Now come to the man-made gases like chlorofluorocarbon. So these chlorofluorocarbons are man-made gases which are released from the refrigerations or from the air conditioners or aerosols and even from halogens. These chlorofluorocarbons will affect the ozone layer. That is called man-made gases which deplete the or which destruct the ozone layer. Now come to the how that ozone layer is completely decreasing day by day in the atmosphere. So come to the first one, chlorofluorocarbons, CFCl3 react with ultraviolet radiations. They form CFCl2 plus free chlorine ions. These free chlorine ions react with ozone. Free chloride ions react with what? Free chlorine ions react with ozone and they form ClO, that is a chloride oxide plus oxygen. And again this ClO react with the oxygen atoms, they form chlorine ions and oxygen. So this is how that ozone layer is depleted because of chlorofluorocarbons. First they react with UV rays, they form free chloride ions. This free chlorine react with ozone and they form chlorine plus oxygen, ClO and oxygen, O2. This ClO again react with the free oxygen atoms, they form chloride ions and oxygen. This is how the ozone is at the end. The ozone is at the end completely changes into diatomic molecule of oxygen. Thank you.